Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Fiona here doing Confessions of a Body Whisperer. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about what do you have on judgment and how do the judgments of others affect you. The reason I'm talking about this today and the reason that I'm in my new studio, brand spanking new, is spiffingly clean, and I'll just show you. So here we have the bedroom waiting to be cleaned, finally. Everything is finished. Got pictures on the walls, got all my cushions on the settee, nice little studio, and I've got a client coming this week. I am so proud of this little studio. Every single house I have, I make these beautiful little studios so that ladies can come and stay with me, we can deep dive, and we can build up the confidence and build up the foundations of these women that I'm dealing with. Because I know when I was a little girl, didn't have much confidence, and sometimes it does get knocked. And one of the things I remember saying is, God, if I could give anybody anything, it would be self-confidence. It would be rock solid confidence from the inside out, so that no matter what bullshit and what crap you hear and all the rest of it from other people, you don't get affected. Yet this weekend I felt it coming up again, big time. So I wanted to talk to you today about the judgment of others. Reason being that this studio I'm very proud of, I'm very happy of, and certain things have happened. We've got just next door to this, we're building a second one. We're building an extension which will be just as pretty and just as beautiful as the studio that I'm in today. Now, because of a wall falling down, that means outside this door, instead of it being a beautiful garden with all sorts of flowers and trees in blossom, it is like a huge pile of earth. And just off that is like a bloody building site. There's fag butts, there's pallets, there's bricks, there's mess, there's mud all over the place. I've spent the weekend cleaning that. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because I don't want her to judge me when she comes here. I want her to think, I'm coming to stay with Fiona, I'm finishing off my coaching and I'm working with her, and I want to come and have a holiday. I want to come and have a great time in the Pays Basque country in the south of France, and I want to sort of deep dive and do all those kind of things, and I don't want to be on a building site. But when I spoke to her, when I spoke to my client, she said, you know what, if you're cool, I'm cool. So really, it all boils down to how I handle that, how I can handle myself in the face of wanting everything to be absolutely perfect for her. I want the weather to be perfect. I want the pictures. I want the studio to be perfect. I just want everything to be perfect so that I'm not judged. Why don't we like the judgment of others? Purely for the fact is because it really brings up our self-doubt in ourselves, and it's so just be aware of where judgment sits in your body. If you can think of a time when you've been judged and you can bring that forward and you allow yourself to kind of go, oh yeah, that's what it felt like. Just feel what it feels like when you're being judged and see how it affects your body. Every single thing that goes on for you, every single feeling has a vibration and has a frequency within the body. The more you're aware that it's someone else's judgment and actually all they're doing is highlighting how you feel about yourself, your own self-confidence, your own ability to kind of ride out the storm. I want women to be so unaffected by other people's judgments, by other people's criticism, by other people's bullshit, because that's all going on for them too. Other people's rejection, bad behaviour, crises that go on outside a very beautiful studio. I would love you to be so rock solid in how you feel about yourself that nobody can knock that. Doesn't matter if you're wearing your garden clothes. Think about all the things where you feel judged, that you try and make yourself look perfect. Ladies, makeup, clothes, the car we drive, trying to make sure that everything looks absolutely perfect so that nobody can turn around, or actually you don't know what you're talking about, or actually you're not as good as you thought you were. I mean, all these kind of statements I know because of the kind of things I heard when I was a kid growing up. They weren't very kind. A lot of the time, some of the things that people say, it's not kind. So I want you to have that confidence. That's why for the next 5 months, I'm training women to understand what self-confidence feels like so they can walk down the street and be totally unaffected. And that brings spirit into your life. It brings spirit into you. You become flirtatious and you get to know your soul. You get to know why you're here and what that's all about. Listen, I'll be talking more about this later and what's next. But I really thought that it was very poignant this morning on my Confessions of a Body Whisperer to be talking about the judgment of others and how it affects you, and trying to just show you where you feel that in the body so that you're very, very aware when you're being judged or when you're judging yourself. I'm Fiona Robertson. I'm a body whisperer because I can feel the different vibrations in your body and in my body when something's going wrong. See you later.